starting center, occasional outside hitter, starting at 6 foot even, 150 pounds from Roswell, Georgia, Josh Ellsworth. Welcome, Josh.
We have a warm welcome. 11th grade boarding student from Roswell, Georgia, Joshua Ellsworth.
Appreciate y'all having me here.
Happy to have you.
Awesome.
Excellent.
I like to ask this question to everybody. Have you ever listened to Tornado Talk?
I have. I've listened to one. It was actually this week. It was the Drake one. So David wasn't here for that.
I was not. That's so sad. I don't even know which one he's talking about. I should probably watch more Tornado Talk. I actually haven't watched a single episode.
Really?
It's okay.
And you're a host.
Yeah.
They should switch you with me. They should let me be the host now.
Probably. You want to switch?
Sure. Yeah, let's just trade spots.
Okay, so when you were with Drake, do you remember what the game was? The first game?
It was like Spitfire or something like that.
Okay, I'll take it.
Spin
Ding,
fire.
ding, ding, ding. No, Spitfire. Ding, ding, ding. Quickfire.
Yeah.
Name of the game. So I'm gonna assume you know how it works. But for those of you who are new to Tornado Talk, Quickfire, we'll just ask rapid questions, and we would like to receive rapid answers. If you don't answer fast enough, we'll skip the question.
Oh.
So David, why don't you kick us off?
All right. First thing that comes to your mind when I give you the prompt, Josh. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Dream car.
Ooh, Ferrari, Mustang.
All right, hardest class at Macaulay.
Richie's APUS.
Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that answer. Anyways,
Interesting question.
favorite pizza place.
Oh, Loopy's. That one's really good.
How do you feel about scary movies? Good, bad?
I'm a pretty big fan, yeah.
Interesting. All right. Something you wish could be a competitive sport but isn't.
Volleyball. I mean, that's all me. I'm working on that.
Volleyball's definitely competitive.
Definitely competitive.
Yeah, what do you mean?
But not here. Not here at Macaulay.
That's not, yeah,
I'm
it's
trying-
an Olympic
valid
sport.
answer.
Yeah.
Valid answer. That's valid answer.
Yeah, that's valid.
All right, last one. Favorite Macaulay tradition?
Oh, fourth meal. Easy.
Ooh,
Whoa,
I think
that's a new one. I
James.
like that a lot.
Yeah, pizza Mondays are insane.
You have me soda.
All right, well, like going off of fourth meal, for guys who are new, it's not really something the day students get to partake in. So for all the boarding students, after dinner, after study halls, around like 9:30, 9:35, the dining hall opens up again, and you get what's called fourth meal. So it's basically like an after-study snack, and it varies. Like Monday is always pizza night. I think Tuesdays vary, and then Wednesday is always fried chicken. Like, what would you say your favorite fourth meal that you ever had is, Josh?
Oh, okay, it's a tie. Sometimes they have the cinnamon sticks.
Ooh,
Those things are
Yes.
so
Yes.
It's that and pizza
Pizza
Mondays. Those
Mondays
two.
are
Okay.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. I always go Monday just for the pizza.
Yeah. Pizza's
I
great.
love saying hello to Miss Tina.
She's so nice.
She's so nice. All right. Well, let's dive right in. So I guess to start us off, Josh, explain to us how you found out about Macaulay and how you came to Macaulay.
Okay, so I found out kind of online. I was applying for this scholarship called the Caroline Bradley Scholarship. And so I applied for that. I didn't get it. But on the list of related things, Macaulay was there. And so I saw Macaulay and I was like, this seems cool. And I kind of forgot about it. And then I was also part of this program, Duke Tip. And so there was an awards ceremony for the Duke Tip people in Savannah, Georgia. So I went there with a bunch of other people. And I got my little award thing, and waiting outside was Mr. David Hughes.
Yes.
Mr. Hughes.
Yeah,
Mr. Hughes.
and
Yes.
He talked to me and my family for like an hour and handed us a pamphlet for CLC. And then I ended up going there, and I really liked it. And so here I am.
Okay. CLC. A lot of people have heard of CLC, but they don't know what it is.
Namely, me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
why don't you explain that?
Yeah, CLC, it stands for Character Leadership Community. It's a Macaulay camp aimed towards giving scholarships out to, they're like merit scholarships for grades and stuff, out to people who they wouldn't normally get at Macaulay. So it was really helpful for me. We do a lot of service, lots of fun stuff. There's a rafting trip. That was great. Actually, this summer, I also was a junior counselor for
sweet.
CLC,
There you
which
go.
was really cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. Full circle.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is kind of a fun one. If you could describe Mr. Hughes in 3 words, what 3 words would you use and why?
Okay.
Keep in mind, he might be listening.
Okay. First off, happy, because he always has a big smile on his face unless you're out of your room past lights out. That's kind of a hard one. He's usually pretty smart. He's really good at chess. I think he's beaten me and my roommate a couple times.
Okay.
Funny, Mr. Hughes. You wouldn't think about that, but Mr. Hughes has some one-liners that are kind of funny.
Happy, smart, funny.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good. I would enjoy being described
Yeah.
as happy, smart, funny. I'm not any of the 3. But
We should probably describe like who Mr. Hughes is on campus.
Oh
It's
yeah.
true.
Like For the listeners who don't know, Wes.
I'll let Josh do this one.
Yeah,
again.
I just know what Josh.
Okay.
Yeah, describe him. Who is Mr. Hughes?
You lived with him.
You know
Mr.
Hughes the
and
best.
Founders. Yeah, start there.
Okay.
Mr. Hughes.
Okay, so Mr. Hughes, he works in Caldwell Hall in the admissions office. That's where he was able to find me and a lot of the other CLC guys. He also is a resident faculty member in Founders Dorm, where I have been for 2 years. And his wife, Mrs. Hughes, is an English teacher and is the dorm mom for Founders and makes us a lot of really good food.
Yeah, see, dorm mom. How would you describe
What is a dorm mom?
What is a dorm mom?
For those who don't know,
We're getting into the details here. All right,
We
so
are.
a dorm mom is kind of just like a female faculty worker who makes a lot of food and is there to talk to when you're feeling homesick or if there's anything going on in the dorm. And generally, it's just a super nice person.
I'm gonna push back on that one.
Oh.
Shout out Drew Burns.
Drew Burns, the dorm
the
dad.
dorm dad. So dorm mom does not have to be a female.
South Hutch is exclusive in this. We are the only dorm to not have a dorm mom, but to have a dorm dad instead.
Shout
And
out
it's
Daddy
awesome.
Drew.
So how does that work? Was that like different?
He basically does the exact same thing. We do on Wednesday nights. It's become a tradition in South Hutch. We have what's called snack night, and Mr. Burns will have these homemade cinnamon rolls, and he will make like just buckets and buckets and buckets of these cinnamon rolls, and he'll pass them out. And he definitely makes them and doesn't buy them from Walmart and then say that he makes them.
And is this only for South Hutch, or is
Only
this like,
for South
like
Hutch.
Boarders can sneak into a different dorm?
No
and get
boarders
some?
can sneak in unless
Wow.
you come
Maybe
into the dorm
I-
at 7:30 and then ask for a cinnamon roll, in which case you will be given a cinnamon roll.
I think ex South Hutch members can go.
Oh,
Wes
But-
used to live in South Hutch, and then he went to
Yeah.
Presley.
Wow.
Trader.
Sorry.
traitor.
It's okay. I forgive you.
So I guess kind of to keep on going with this dorm life theme, what would you say are some advantages and disadvantages to being a boarder?
Oh, okay. Definite advantage. You get to be on campus on the weekends, which I guess is also kind of a disadvantage. But being on campus when it's not being flooded with people heading to school and all that is kind of awesome. You get to use any of the facilities you want without having to wait for them. Like I go to the basketball courts a lot and the volleyball courts down on the bottom floor of the SAC. Those are great. And swimming in the lake is awesome. So, I mean, those are a lot of like amenities that we have. But I guess the disadvantages is that you're on campus on the weekends. I mean, you can go out downtown and stuff, but there's not always a ton to do. So that's what day student friends are for.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
And speaking of friends, let's see here. Oh my gosh!
How would you describe?
I totally lost my train of
Wow.
thought. I had such a good question.
I got you.
I really
And then
think
I was
should
like,
be a
I got
host.
you. It's okay.
My bad, guys. I'm sorry.
How would you describe the connections that you make as a boarder versus if you were a day student?
I mean, well, the connections that I've made as a boarder have been pretty deep. I don't know if you can really get that as much as a day student. I mean, because you only get to see the guys during school and whenever you hang out besides that. But I've lived with a group of guys, ate with a group of guys for 3 years now. So I got to know them pretty well. I know a lot of things about a lot of people. So I feel like my bonds are pretty close.
Yep. Yeah. You know, this one's just kind of for fun. You want to shout out any of your buddies? Maybe a funny moment or two.
Oh, okay.
From boarding life.
Boarding life, boarders only, no day students allowed.
Okay. Well, this one. Okay.
As long as it's appropriate for the podcast.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm kind
this
of
is-
hoping he shouts out my brother here. I want to hear something funny
Damn.
about little Liam.
Yeah, Liam's not funny. I'm sorry.
I
okay, I've
couldn't
got
agree
one.
more.
About Drake. You guys all know Drake.
Of course.
So one time in Founders, I don't remember if there was any kind of specific occasion, but I was walking down the hall and I see Drake clad in nothing but a costume banana suit. And so he's just wearing a banana suit. And everyone's just sitting there in the hallway just looking at Drake, and he's doing some dances in this banana suit. And Dr. Richie walks by and he turns around. He's like, Drake, what are you wearing? And it was just a whole experience. You had to be there.
I was going to mention a funny story. The other night, Josh, were you trying to take a bath or something, and then you knocked out the entire water supply for 3 dorms by breaking the bathtub?
I don't know if I remember
Founders?
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's dive deep into that.
I want to talk about this because I'm still a little upset about it.
How did the faucet pop out?
Okay, so I'll give you the story. I actually got called out by our Stuco president, Jeffrey, for this.
You did. You did.
President Jeffrey.
And I
Webb.
could tell you, there were some other group chats and phone calls that he made.
Oh.
He was not happy.
I'm sure he wasn't.
Not happy.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened was I got back from lifting in the weight room, and so I'm going to take a shower because our room is one that has a shower, just like one of only 3 rooms on campus that does, which is
ridiculous.
really nice, especially because we're juniors and all that. But
So lame.
so I was going to take a shower. I took my shower and I was actually getting out. I had one hand reaching for my towel and I was going to turn off with my like left hand, turn off the shower faucet. And the moment I touch it, like I barely twist, the thing just pops out and water starts shooting out of the wall like a geyser. And I was terrified. I start opening the door and I run out of my room. I'm like, Nick, get in here. And Nick's my roommate, and Nick Spangler Torres, also a junior boarder. And he runs in, he sees water shooting out of the wall. And so he starts calling Dr. Ritchie, Mr. Hughes, Mr. Chapin, and we have no idea what's going on. And so they get up there and a lot of things happen. Everyone's freaking out and water's leaking into the hallway and down into the Chapin's apartment. So there's like a waterfall going straight down. And so Dr. Ritchie's like, he just made the executive decision. We're cutting all the water supply.
Yeah. What the listeners have to know is that the Macaulay water supply, it's interesting because Founders, North Hutch, and South Hutch all have the same water supply and they all run through the same pipes. So to shut off the Founders water supply so that you could fix the leak, you also have to shut off North and South Hutch water supply.
Yeah, so I definitely got some hate for that one since I claimed responsibility for shutting down water in 3 dorms.
Are you saying you were not responsible?
I don't think I was entirely responsible. I feel like I touched the thing and it just fell off. So.
Right. So then why did you post in your Snapchat story smoking that South Hutch pack?
all right. Moving on. Let's move on a little bit. During the introduction, we mentioned that you play volleyball.
Yes.
We're taking a sharp turn right now. All right.
Yeah.
Enough about boarding and yeah. All right. Volleyball.
How'd it start?
Macaulay doesn't have a team.
Yeah.
No.
What's up with that? Tell us about how first you kind of created this team, air quotes.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. Carter Went, a day student senior, has been helping me a lot. Mr. Chaquin.
Mm-hmm.
Last year there was there was like a group of guys who got together every day after school to play, and that was led by Jack Bruni, who graduated last year. And everyone who was there really enjoyed it and wanted to make it more competitive, but we weren't able to last year just because of the way things worked out. So this year, Carter and I have been we've been pushing for it actually. We got connections with a group of volleyball club actually from Atlanta called A5.
Okay.
And they've got a huge girls program here in Chattanooga. And so we reached out to them and Mr. Chaquin did too. And we were able to get one of their coaches to come by yesterday. And he wants to help us set up the first boys program in Chattanooga, which would be
wow.
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
So it's like this whole big deal now.
That's actually awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And so is that going to become an afternoon activity?
I mean, it already is right now.
Okay.
We've got like an outdoor beach volleyball thing going on, but we're trying to move it indoors into a more competitive area because, in my opinion, playing indoors is a lot more fun. So
Hot take, dude.
hot take. I
That
know a
is a
lot
hot
of people disagree
take.
with that, but the guys who were there last year and a lot of the guys who've played indoor before agree with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've played indoor before. I much prefer on the sand.
You haven't played indoor enough. That's simple as that.
Okay. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
All right. Well, I guess let's wrap it up a little bit. David, you want to?
Yeah. What's something you're really glad you got involved with at Macaulay? And then conversely, what's something you wish you could have done differently?
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're still a junior, so you've still got plenty of time.
I've
But
got a
just
lot
like
of time.
in your experience.
Okay, so this is something new this year that me and both of my roommates have decided to start up, and that was coordinate crew. And so I'd seen my seniors when I was in Presley start doing that and stuff, and they had those cool pink shirts, and I was like,
Yeah.
that seems kind of cool, but I thought you'd get an email or something to sign up for that, but
Nope.
you have to actually reach out to Beth Gaffney in order to get into it. And so I did that this year, and it's actually been so much fun. We've been doing lake parties and stuff and helping out the middle school, and that was a ton of fun. And so definitely that was a good pick. But something that I wish I didn't get into, is that the question?
Yeah, it's like something you wish you could have done differently.
Something I wish I could have done differently. Ooh. Okay. Okay, yeah. So freshman year, my first fall semester, I was new, wide-eyed. I didn't really know what I was doing. So my 2 afternoon activities, I had a 2-day a week. I had made the JV tennis team, but only 2 days a week. And so I needed something to fill up my other 2 days. And so I was like, maybe I should work out, get in shape. So I tried MFit. Or I emailed to MFit. I didn't actually get in. They didn't let me in. It was full. So I wasn't able to do MFit. So
Might be the first time that's ever happened.
Rob Lyons, the biggest op of all.
Yeah.
but they took so long to get back to me that there was only 1 or 2 things left for me to get into. And so I joined the Macaulay esports team. Yeah. And it was kind of fun, but at the same time, I could have spent my time doing so much better things. So,
Ouch.
Word on the street. Well, word on the street. Macaulay Esports is
Choose your words carefully. Yeah, choose your words carefully.
No longer existing.
Yeah, that's not there anymore.
Shout out Bagby.
Well, I chose my words carefully. David did not.
Never do.
Yeah, so I guess kind of last question before our final game. What is a piece of advice that you would give to younger Macaulay guys or incoming guys wondering about Macaulay or kind of incoming freshmen?
Okay. This is definitely something that I did not do when I was a freshman, and I wish I did because I did it sophomore year, and it helped me a lot. Reach out and talk to your upperclassmen about anything you need because they've been through a lot of the same stuff that you're going through, and they know a lot. So like Wes and David here, I was really close with the seniors from last year that I got to know as a sophomore. So as a freshman, you've got all those opportunities to meet all these new people. So definitely get to know them.
That's a really good piece of advice.
That is a very good
That's something I
advice.
wish I had done differently. Because
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get into it until I was a junior when I was actually hanging out with these seniors. And I was like, wow, these guys are actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's also a challenge to the seniors to not be cliquey and to reach out to
Reach
younger
out
guys.
to the younger guys.
Definitely,
Bring
yeah.
them into the fold,
Some of these guys are kind of cool, so get to know them.
Just a little bit.
Just some of them.
Just some of them.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, let's hop into our closing game. A little game that we like to call Guess That Teacher.
Oh.
That was horrible.
That was.
Yeah.
Let's try it again.
Have you ever watched me and Jacob do tornado talk?
I've already answered the question. No, I have not.
I don't think so
Really?
either.
No.
Oh, well, how do you want to do it?
Guess that teacher. Is that
Sounds so sarcastic. Guess that teacher. Yeah.
Well, it's better than
yeah.
guess that teacher.
Well, no, we used
That's
to
how you
sing it.
said
We used to sing it. Guess that teacher.
I like that.
Dude, we
that's
just
nice.
harmonized on key. All right, let's do that again.
All right. Time for our closing game. A little game we like to call
Guess That Teacher.
Oh,
That was nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Dang.
First try.
Put me in the choir, Mr. Har. All right. No, I can't sing. Let's see. We've got five hints here.
Okay.
David, you need to hide your phone a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
he could,
My bad.
he could we don't encourage cheating, but Josh could definitely have just cheated.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
didn't see anything. No one.
Number one. This is so random. Of course, this guy would have this one in here.
That makes sense.
Rosemary is currently my favorite herb. I mean, are you kidding me? That is the most
What?
dull fact
That is
I've ever
very
heard.
That is not
bizarre.
narrowed down.
Whoopity doo
Slightly.
dah.
So do I get to make a guess after each hint? Or
No.
No.
Okay.
We give you all
We'll give you
five
some
and then you
more.
have to
Okay,
guess.
yeah.
All right, so number 2. I was a rock star on my middle school CYO, Catholic Youth Organization, basketball team.
Interesting.
Basically, he
Yeah.
balled in middle school
He
basketball.
balled in middle school basketball.
All right. Number
He was a
3.
baller.
Gotcha.
Oh,
This one surprises me.
wait, what?
I'd often sneak off to New York City for raves
And this is
during high school.
This is a current Macaulay teacher.
This is a current Macaulay
teacher.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. I'm in love with almond milk. That doesn't surprise me.
This is another just where he's thinking about food a lot apparently. Last one. I have a record collection, but don't have turntables, which is according to him rather ironic. To me, that just
How does that work?
Cry for help.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, was that all 5 hints?
That's all 5
That's
hints.
all 5
and now you
hints.
give us just your best guess of who you think it is.
my best guess. I get one guess.
Only one guess.
Only one guess.
And then
okay.
we're gonna hit a buzzer if you get it wrong or if
These-
you get it right.
Okay, these were a lot of really weird and interesting.
You can be
facts.
honest. They were some dull hints. This
very dull
teacher
hints.
failed miserably in his depiction of himself.
Like all it narrowed down was this teacher's a little bit more odd, maybe,
Quirky.
than the rest of them.
Quirky.
Which I could get behind.
Yeah. Okay. Can I ask if it's like a teacher who lives on campus or lives off campus?
Are we allowed to answer? I don't think we're allowed
But
to answer.
I will
that.
give you one hint. Did you have him?
I did have him. I had.
We
I
both
had him.
we both have had this teacher.
We have both
before.
had this
Have
teacher.
I had this teacher?
I think yeah.
Yes.
I think yes.
Yes.
I think maybe.
Okay. 6th hint. Nice.
Yeah.
Um,
We probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, that was a big hint.
I don't know if
Whoops.
that'll really give it away. I've had a lot of teachers. Okay. I'll go with Mr. Hubbard.
Nope.
No. Okay, wait. I'm gonna give him one more guess.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give him another hint, and a lot of you guys won't understand this. Josh will understand this.
Gotcha.
He also had my brother, and would constantly compare the two of us in class.
Dr. Musumeci.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. I knew he would get it.
He balled in middle school.
He balled in middle school.
Ball in middle school.
He would sneak off to New York City.
I would
for
like to
raves.
see him ball now.
Oh, I want to see him for Duck Day basketball, like
Definitely.
faculty versus
Oh,
students.
please.
I bet he could dunk.
Nah, because
Let him in.
Coach Wolf and Coach Bradford are way too tryhard to let him play.
Yeah, probably.
Love you, Coach Wolf. Love you, Coach Bradford, but you guys are some sweats.
No offense.
No offense.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
All right, so Dr. Musumeci, for those who don't know, Dr. Musumeci works in the history department. I had him his very first year here as a sophomore. He teaches AP World History, and what else does he teach us? I should probably know this.
It's just AP World.
It's just AP World History.
That's
But he is infamous for his 12-page paper.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the
that was a
research paper.
nightmare.
That took a while.
Yeah.
That one was rough.
It was. It's really funny because the first time, and I'm sorry for spilling all your secrets, Dr. M. The first time that you turn it in, you have to turn in like the first 3 pages. Everybody fails, and the grade
Yeah.
never goes in the grade book.
Yeah.
So
It's a
he
scare tactic.
scares the crap out of you, and it never actually does anything.
Yeah, I
'Cause
got
then
a
you turn-
73 on that one.
Exactly. I think I got
was
a I think
terrified.
I got a 72, and on the paper I ended up getting like a 96.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I got a 95 in my first one.
Okay, well, we're not all like you.
well, joining the club of Mr. Wolf and Coach Bradford, we have David as the sweat.
My bad, guys. That's
okay.
on me.
Yeah, sweet. Well, thank you, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
It has been a pleasure having you on.
Thanks for having
I'm
me.
glad that you embraced the camo theme for today.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, this is a quick plug for our YouTube. If you want to see we're going to start doing daily themes. So if you want to check out our themes, it'll be on Instagram and YouTube. I hope. Nudge, nudge, Instagram,
Nudge,
people's
social media team.
social media team. We want to see the themes. We think they're fun. Swiggity swag. Thank you so much, Josh. Have a wonderful week.